I grew up like a savage.
One, two, 1, 2. You now rocking with the No Vultures podcast. You got me, myself, Lord Rab. You got OG Clee on a vacation. Free OG Clee.
Free OG Clee.
You got Coroner Barber on a vacation, but a family vacation. You know what I'm saying? Something a little more positive.
It's the holidays. You can forgive them.
You feel me? And today, we got a very, very, very special guest. Now, this guy, if you know, he's a real music guy.
For sure.
He been around. He been lingering around the industry. He been, from what I first laid my eyes on him, I felt like he was bigger than what we had to offer at the time around here, just for, rappers coming up that's taking a different approach, right?
Damn.
So then
I appreciate that, bro.
So then I started seeing videos and I started hearing tapes and I started inquiring, and I'm knowing and I'm seeing that he was born in Berkeley, grew up in Antioch, and seen the affiliations with other rappers, and then in the last couple of years, these freestyles started popping up.
Yeah.
Right? And so, shout out to Cuz, shout out to Sweat.
Shout out to you too, bro, because you really know the history. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know the history, and that's why I'll forever pull up. You know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers get their time and, get their platform to do other things, and they forget the people that was there from the beginning.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I appreciate that,
man,
brother, for real.
Appreciate you, man. Because I like to, let me just say this. Symba is in this motherfucker today, man.
Yes, sir.
And I know y'all done seen him, and I know y'all done seen what's been going on
For
in
sure.
the wave, you know what I'm saying? But more than the freestyles, because me personally, I feel like there's a lot of guys. I mean, I like Los. I like I like Fab. I like a lot of guys.
They're my guys too, man. Shout out to Los, shout out to Fab. They're my guys.
But you do that very well also.
Yeah.
But, and no disrespect to those guys, one thing that I like personally, and I say what I say, I like your songs. I like your song structure. Yeah. I like it seems like your rap integrity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's about. That's what it's about, though, bro. I feel like, sometimes us as rappers, we get so caught up in the fact that we can rap hella good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And we forget that it's still a business to this shit.
Right.
People still want to listen to music. Like,
absolutely.
I was just listening to an album on the way over here, and it was a rapper. I don't want to say the name, but it was like, he was just like, going. But he was doing the shit where it's like, and I'm just thinking like, bro, how do I ride my car to this shit? You feel me? Like, how do I I don't know if nobody looking at me right now.
Right.
You feel me? And I can't just be like, I can't. You feel me? It's like, how the fuck do I even ride to this shit?
Right. I get it.
You know what I mean? So it even made me notice something about myself. It's just like I always try to say the dopest shit, but in a simplistic way.
Well, I think that's a good segue into me giving you the No Vultures disclaimer, right? So being around the industry, loving the industry, from a nigga that had Word Up magazines to a nigga that, I mean, you name it. I could tell you what ball player rapped. I could give you the history on rap, whatever, right? I live, breathe, eat, sleep, shit, hip hop. And not just hip hop, the culture surrounding it. So art, whatever we got going on, I'm with it, right? So starting a podcast for us was calling it No Vultures was like, we don't want to talk to Symba because just hypothetically, no disrespect to him, I'm not going to even put that out there, but say a rapper disrespects you and then you respond. And then niggas don't know how to take the wax from it being on wax to it being gunshots, to it being Quando, Rondo, and King Von. Or, we've had people that have had heavy beefs here from CML and Mozzy and Filthy and Mozzy and DB the General and niggas and just a lot of shit. Yeah. And most of the time leaving this show, it has never been hyped up.
Yeah.
Of course, when you leave Vlad, when you leave No Jumper, when you leave something with academics, it's gonna be hyped up because their approach to the culture. Yeah. As you know, where you pulled up, we in my hood.
Exactly.
I'm a street nigga. I got responsibility.
And that's what I was just about to say. Yeah. I think that comes from being from where those artists come from. certain people don't understand, like, it's open cases going on. You know what I mean? It's things going on. You come from that culture, so you able to understand what's cool to talk about and what's not. And what's crazy is, it's so much other shit people could talk about.
So much other shit.
Like when somebody interview a Mozzy or interview a CML, it's so many other things y'all could talk about rather than they problems with each other.
I never seen an interview with either of those guys where somebody asked them about how does it feel to be a dad.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do it feel to be a black father? Because Mozzy show it all the time.
Mozzy a dope dad, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
I see it.
Davo, I fuck with Davo, my nigga. Shout out to Mozzy, bro, his whole camp. Like, Davo is my guy. And me and Mozzy vibe out a lot. You know what I mean? Like, in the studio, just be chilling, just chopping game. And bro is a great dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? Bro always speak highly of his kids. Always speak highly of life. Like, our conversation, we had a conversation the other day in the studio, and it was nothing about no street shit. Nothing about no, you know what I mean? It was just life and being a father, being a parent, being an artist, just real life shit, you know what I mean? So I respect that about bro. You know what I mean?
And just being in manhood, you know, like even in the situations he's been in, I don't think other outlets or other people give you an opportunity to say you and the other guy was being foolish. Yeah. They always put it in like it's a race to see who is the toughest, who's willing to go the furthest. You know what I'm saying? We just ain't with that shit. Yeah. I've been to too many funerals, got 50 dead partners myself, like my partners. So why would I promote black men to go against each other? And they get money.
Said that. I'm so glad you said that, bro, because that's the main thing I want to talk about today, bro. I just did a podcast the other day, and the whole thing I'm on right now, bro, is like, stop glorifying the street shit. Like, stop that shit, bro. Like, and we pile these words up to where you take the real nigga and the gangster and put them in the same term. You don't have to be a gangster to be real.
Not at all.
You don't have to be a killer to be real. I'm a real nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with anybody. Like how I told you, I'm gonna pull up, bro. I'm gonna give you my word.
Right.
I'm not no killer, bro.
Right.
I'm not no gangster.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't associate my term within that. Now, I'm not saying killers and gangsters ain't real, because them is real niggas too.
Right, absolutely.
But they live that. We know the real killers and real gangsters, and them niggas ain't on Instagram.
And if
they ain't on Instagram talking about it and flexing it and flaunting it and glorifying it, because they know the motherfucking consequences that come with that shit. So we gotta stop doing that shit, bro, just as a community, glorifying that shit like it's cool. It's not cool when a nigga get killed, bro. It's not cool when a nigga go to jail, bro. It's not cool when can't nobody help this nigga mama pay for the funeral and shit, and just everybody posting IG pics and shit that you knew this nigga and loved him, but who helping moms?
Right.
Who helping her?
Nobody.
You feel me? So it's like, we gotta stop doing that shit. That shit is not cool.
Man, I'm glad
I'm standing up on that shit for as long as I live, bro. Like, fuck that shit, bro. Fuck glorifying that shit. Yes, we have to rap about it to get out of communities. It's people's stories.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of Lil Durk videos where it's no guns in the video.
Absolutely.
You feel me? I see a lot of, and Durk come from that shit, but he don't glorify it.
He don't.
He rap about it. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta, every video gotta have a gun and, you know what I mean, a murder scene every video. It's like, bro, it's other ways to go about it.
And then at a certain point, that shit is corny.
Facts.
Like, it's just corny. Like, I told niggas, like, it's only so much we can, like, there's phases, right? And it got to a point where niggas was dancing a lot. In the Bay Area, it was a lot of hypey shit. Yeah. In Atlanta, it was a lot of snap shit. Yeah. And all over, the dancers was coming out and all that shit, right? That's still going on. But when the Chicago drill scene came, niggas took a bunch of niggas with their shirt off with choppers as my way into the music game.
Exactly.
So all kind of fake niggas who never had that kind of life is doing this shit like anybody can't buy a gun. Like, having a weapon doesn't mean that you had to go through a some type of test to get it.
Facts.
You just buy it.
Facts. You
like,
just buy
I know
it,
hella
bro.
niggas with choppers.
And here's what's crazy. You buy a weapon to protect yourself.
That's it and that's all.
Not to go looking to harm a motherfucker. You feel me?
Man.
Like, you trying to protect yourself. We not buying weapons, bro, to go harm people. Stop thinking like, I gotta buy a weapon to go harm a motherfucker. No, you buying a weapon to protect yourself to where if somebody trying to harm you. So if ain't nobody trying to harm nobody, we cool on this side. Cool, bro, you get your money, I'm doing this thing over here.
Right.
But of course we gonna have issues in between. It's always jealousy and people who think the way they think, you can't never stop that. But we can minimize the shit by glorifying it and acting like this shit is the coolest shit in the world.
I think it's a good time for when we talking about this to transition, basically, because I had a few rappers in here and we had this talk. Let's talk a little bit about your upbringing. Now, you was born in Livermore.
Yeah.
Raised in Berkeley.
Damn, my nigga didn't dig deep. So my mom, bro, was fucking in Livermore driving, and literally her water broke or whatever. So she went to a hospital. I was born in Livermore. We was raised in Berkeley. I was in Berkeley the first 10 years of my life. My mom.
Around what part of Berkeley?
62nd and King Street.
Is that like still cousins?
Borderline North Oakland.
Still cousins and shit over there?
Yeah,
like now to this day?
Shout out Swain, shout out Kenny, shout out Danny.
Yeah.
Maid Gang, I see them niggas every day. They just came to my son's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my family over there. QK, that's my nigga.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, so around 10, 11, my mom got heavy into real estate.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She got heavy into real estate. She found this little small town on the motherfucking map called Antioch.
Okay.
Right? Antioch, we moved to Antioch. Boom. Now we out there moving right now. I see my mom and my pops literally, bro. A lot of people don't know this, and I never told this story. I seen my mom and my pops watch the fucking Section 8 community come within Antioch.
I thought Antioch was hella far. I didn't even know.
Yeah. So what happened was Antioch started allowing Section 8, right? My moms and pops seen this shit, right? Boom. They start working with different people that was trying to move to Antioch.
And so and I don't mean to cut you out, but so for painting this picture, so for people that's born in Antioch, because you wasn't born there, you wasn't there forever. Yeah. You saw, I
seen the transition.
You saw the transition.
I'm about to tell you the whole transition.
Yeah.
I'm about to break it all down.
And you already, let's clear this up too. You already on this side of the freeway, not that side.
Exactly.
Because if that mean you been in Antioch, you was a poor motherfucker.
Facts.
If you moved to this side, y'all was having it.
We was up.
Okay. Yeah,
we was up.
Yeah.
Moms was up.
Yeah.
Moms was going crazy. My mom was a fucking hustler, bro.
Yeah.
Like one of the coldest. I know motherfuckers who top drug dealers who ain't got shit on my mama, bro. Facts.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But moms came out there, bro, seen the shit, boom. Real estate started coming into Antioch, right? Section 8 started coming into Antioch. The problem was, you got motherfuckers that may be from West Point and motherfuckers that may be from a side they beefing with.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You got motherfuckers from North Richmond and you got motherfuckers from South Richmond. And all these niggas is moving to Antioch.
What's Stockton going through right now?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these niggas is moving to Antioch. So you got parents thinking, let me get out here to move my child out the hood. But really niggas is meeting back up in the suburbs. Right? So I remember, bro, a death that really turned Antioch out. Right? I think the kid was named Bird.
Okay.
His name was Bird. He died at a Washington Mutual in the plaza on Long Tree Way. Okay. My mama had the restaurant right there, Princess Seafood Cafe. Right? My mama had a restaurant in that plaza. Yeah.
Okay.
My mom had a restaurant there.
Okay.
Right? The kid died. When that shit happened, apparently bro had some niggas that loved him. Cause shit started turning up.
Okay.
Shit started going up. And before you know it, it was motherfuckers Pittsburgh and Antioch and Pittsburgh beefing, and city niggas who live in Antioch is beefing with niggas in Pittsburgh, and all this shit is going on, and it just turned into another fucking hood.
Yeah.
It turned into a fucking hood. And it's crazy because I think at that time it made a lot of people who was into different things like sports, music, whatever their talent may be, it made them pick a side.
Cause you was an AAU nigga.
Oh, I was raw.
Yeah.
I got my nigga back there. My nigga tell you the first time we met, we was about to fight. This nigga was a junior. I was a freshman. I came in there with a chip on. Sophomore. I came in there with a chip on my shoulder.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm trying to turn up on all these niggas. He
Right.
like, who the fuck is this little nigga in here talking like this?
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Tripping.
Yeah.
Hoop was my thing. Hoop was my thing. Talk to him, okay?
Yeah.
Talk to him.
Go ahead.
Cold nigga, one of the coldest niggas. Hey, but then listen, the fighting shit, he had me fucked. I was a sophomore, so he was a talented young nigga. Don't get fucked up, man.
For real, but we was hooping, bro, heavy, like real life hooping heavy, and it made people choose a side because it was real life street niggas coming in Antioch.
Yeah.
Like it was niggas bringing guns to school.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I knew of people having guns in the house. My mom, cousins and shit. We always had shit in the house. But when niggas, you in Antioch and niggas is bringing guns to school now, it's like, oh, this shit
you at
real.
Deer Valley.
Yeah.
And so at this time, who's let me say, what's going on at this time culturally? Like, what's your influences at the time?
See, this is what's crazy about me. As a youngin'. Like,
is this hyphy movement or pre-hyphy movement?
This is no. This is pre-hyphy movement. This is pre-hyphy, right before Dre died, right? This was crazy about me. Like I told you, my mom was a hustler. Mm-hmm. So my mama had spots in different states and shit. My mom had a spot in Vegas, in the Summerlin area. She had different spots on the East Coast and shit, right? So as a youngin', I'm traveling, seeing hella shit. So I'm in Vegas, in Milwaukee, in these spots, right? Playing white t-shirt, blue jeans, and Nikes. You feel me? Playing this shit. Niggas don't even know. They like, what is this?
Yeah.
But they fucking with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They fucking with it. But then as I would come back around, and that's when the hyphy era came in.
Okay.
Hyphy era came in, and I was noticing, like, because I fucked with all the hyphy shit. Like, I used to dance, nigga. I used to turf.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I used to fuck with, like niggas,
listen,
like.
Most niggas in what would be considered your rap class did.
Nigga, shout out to the Animaniacs. The Architects.
Shout out.
My nigga, RT, Ronnie Talley. My nigga, Ronnie Talley used to be one of the coldest motherfucking dancers, bro. And he used to come out here and fuck with Gary and Chunky.
I was just gonna say Chunky is your.
He used to fuck with all of them, and they used to. He was one of them. All the shit.
Okay.
And they used to have battles and shit in San Leandro. We used to come out here and fuck with them. That's how I know DB.
Okay.
That's how I know Lil Donnie. Like all of them, because Ronnie used to come out here and dance. We was coming from Antioch. Out here moving and grooving with them.
Okay.
You feel me? So I used to be into that shit, but then I was like, nah, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
You feel me? This ain't for me. Like, this nigga cold. I'm gonna let my nigga do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't dance as cold as this nigga.
Yeah.
So I started rapping, bro. Just got heavy in the rap.
Okay.
But because I was moving around, it gave me more to talk about. You know what I mean? More subject matter, because I was seeing more at the time. So my subject matter was always a little ahead of its time, because I was so young talking about shit.
At that point, you already knew that your rap schemes and all that was gonna be bigger than having the chops on the block, the bitch giving you the cock, and you on the. You already knew that you was gonna be more than that.
Facts. Facts, bro. It was always for me studying the mechanics.
Right.
So one of my favorite rappers is Jay-Z.
Okay.
Another one of my favorite rappers is Big, Pac, Q, DMX. You know what I mean? Like, I always listened to them, but I wasn't just listening to their words.
Now what age are we talking about now?
Like 8.
Okay,
From 8 to like 16. That's the shit I was listening to.
So I'm saying around what age was the age where you was like, fuck this hoop shit? Because it take a certain amount of dedication.
It was my junior year, about 16, 17.
If a nigga get to a certain, if it's other opportunities and you be like, man, niggas ain't going D1. I shout out to all the niggas that roll Pine, because it's hard. It's a hard job.
Here's what's crazy for me though. I think if I would have really focused, I would have went D1. I think I lost love for basketball. I don't think I was in love with playing basketball no more. I got a homie named Tyree Murray. My nigga still ball to this day, and I'll never forget this shit. We was 13, bro. That nigga looked me in the eye. I was like, nigga, I'm better than you. He was like, nigga, you might be better than me now, nigga, but you ain't never gonna play longer than me. We was 13 when he said this shit.
Still training. Shout out Tyree.
That nigga still ball, nigga. To this day, nigga, he still ball. Take care of his son, take care of his girl. Feel me, doing good for himself, everything. My nigga still ball to this day. I lost that love, bro, when I was like 16.
Yeah.
I lost it. Like, I didn't have it no more. So for me, it was like, always with somebody that loved to talk and express myself. You know what I mean? And like, give people information. I find out some shit, I'm gonna call everybody and tell them, bro, I just found out we could do this and I'm one of them niggas.
Yeah.
So I felt like the best way for me to do that was to rap. And that's when I just went hard with it.
So who was the nigga that was already rapping? Because there's always a nigga that... Because had you already met Young Curt?
Yeah, so this is what's crazy. All right. I never talked about this. We gonna talk about it because we on No Vulture.
100.
And we in the Bay. And we gonna talk about it.
Come on with it.
I love Curt. I love Curt to death. Rest in peace, young Curt. I love Curt to death, bro. I met Curt in high school. Curt, to me, I always say it. He was like, to me, you know what I mean? Like, to the Bay, to most people, he was like the YG before YG.
Mm-hmm.
For us.
Absolutely.
For
I
us.
always said YG heard that nigga before he dropped.
I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying for us, bro.
Yeah, nah.
He was that for us. Mm-hmm. And I met Curt in the locker room in PE at Deer Valley. And he was like, man, niggas be telling me you rap.
Yeah.
Curt was a little goofy nigga, like little cool, just little goofy nigga.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, man, niggas just tell me you rap. So I'm like, yeah, you know I rap. Woo, woo. But I'm an older nigga at school. I got Escalade, all the shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So he's seeing me just coming through like, let me holler at this nigga. You feel me?
Yeah.
So one day I'm driving home and I see the nigga coming over the hill. He walking home and shit. I see him. I'm like, what you doing? I'm like, nigga, I got the studio at the house. Nigga, I'm on the way home. Nigga, look, get in the studio. Nigga, you supposed to be rapping.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, come on. He jump in the car. From the day that nigga jumped in the car, bro, that nigga changed my life.
Wow.
That nigga changed my life, bro. That nigga showed me that I needed to learn how to be acceptant to things that was younger than me. Because I was so driven lyrically. I was so driven, like if it wasn't lyrical, it wasn't dope.
And you off Jadakiss.
Yeah. And he made me understand it was a different side of life that was coming in.
Like, nigga, this shit is still music.
It's still music.
Like, you want to get lyrical, you want to get
You
busy
can get
lyrical,
lyrical, but we want to have fun.
You can't rock the party with this.
We want to have fun.
This ain't the scene in 8 Mile, nigga.
You feel me? Like, we want to have fun.
Right.
And I seen that with him, bro, and we fucking moved around, bro, from fucking Stockton to Fresno, Modesto, Sacramento, L.A., Bro, we went around the whole fucking West Coast doing shows, bro. Like, you feel me? I would fucking had a truck. You feel me? We pick everybody up. We be 12 deep. That's how the whole IE shit started.
And you recorded your first song with him that day when you seen him?
We recorded our first song that day, which was She So Bad.
And y'all niggas, what y'all was recording on? Cakewalk or something?
Nah, he had Pro Tools.
He had
Pro Tools and Fruity Loops. And this nigga would literally make his own beats and put the shit in fucking Pro Tools.
And that was your first song?
That was our first song together, bro.
Hey, what we always say, niggas first. Every time niggas be in here, man, we just had Keek, Marvelous, a couple motherfuckers. Man, niggas first be crazy, man.
That was our first song, bro, and we fucking moved around. And I think we created like the perfect balance for each other because he was so young and didn't know a lot about like business shit, and I came from a business background with my mom. And I was able to be the person, like I stopped rapping for a minute and was kind of like his manager hype man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so I was
crazy for a nigga to be able to have that kind of vision to take.
Nah, because I seen what it was once I seen the reaction.
Right.
So it was like I kind of took a back seat. And it was like I was the person like doing the emails for the shows, taking calls for the shows.
Where you get that from though? Like where did you get that from? Like I can put my ego aside for the money.
My mom.
Moms.
My mom, bro.
As a man, I commend you for it's grown men, grandfathers that don't know how to put their ego to the side for the end result, for the greater goal. You know what I'm saying? So like as a man, hats off.
Thank you,
for
bro.
even having that type of vision to even see.
No,
but
thank you.
but beyond the vision, setting yourself aside, because everybody want to be the star, man. Especially when you just come in, everybody want to be the man.
For sure.
But it takes a vision, but it takes something in you to be like, okay, let me follow until I can lead. So man, hats off, man.
No, thank you, bro.
Especially to fast forward. I mean, we're going right back. Especially to fast forward and you to be in the position you in now.
Yeah.
For the equation to end up being like that, like nah. You know what I'm saying? The equation crazy.
Nah, but it was literally like that, bro. And like we start bringing hella different artists in, and Curt, it would be me, Curt, Jay Young. We would just work on records. We'd give certain records to certain artists would come up with their own records. We would jump on them. And I think the split happened. Me and him fell out. Me and Curt fell out. And it's something I regret, bro, but it's something I learned from. You know what I mean? It's something I learned from, but we fell out over, like, miscommunication. Like, that's the best way I could say it. It was just so much miscommunication, and I feel like what was happening with him at the moment and what was going around as far as people trying to rob him, people making diss songs about him, street people, like, getting at him every day, it turned him into something that I never wanted to be a part of.
Right.
You know, like, I'm not with the street shit. I got friends that's, you know, of course, we all got street niggas and we come from it, but it's like, bro, we got an opportunity to do something different. Mm-hmm. And it became a thing to where it was like more about street shit than it was the business.
So at that point, does it seem like for a street nigga or somebody that's going through street shit or real funk, and I'm not even gonna speak for what young Curt was thinking. I'm just gonna say that overall, if I'm just doing an analysis over people and me being in the street, from Gucci Mane to you know, whatever situation, right? Yeah. Disloyalty, right? Cause even 50 Cent, right? When he fall out with some,
I would never say Curt was disloyal to me.
No, what I'm saying is, in his mind, did he think like when you don't want to beef, is that disloyalty?
But that's what I was about to say. I was about to say I will never say Curt was disloyal to me, but I will say I've probably done things to make him feel I was disloyal to him.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And it was because I didn't know how to communicate it at the time.
That's what I was saying.
To tell him my issues with it.
See, it's a learning lesson in that, and that's why we got No Vultures, because I want somebody to look at that situation, and I was gonna say young niggas, but it's some more old niggas that really need to hear that, right? Yeah. Like, take yourself out of this, nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with Trey in the car with Doughboy.
Facts.
Let me out.
Facts.
Bruh, I ain't with this shit. That ain't me.
Facts.
Like, why pretend? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I don't want nothing to do with this.
I don't even think, but with Curt, I don't think he was pretending. I think his situation in life really turned him into that.
No, but I was talking about you.
Oh yeah, for me definitely.
Like, I'm not gonna pretend. No matter what situation he in, because for every nigga, it's the super gangster nigga, right? Who probably got no love at home. Yeah. Who probably really don't got shit to lose. Yeah. It's another nigga in the car who just ain't with this shit, and it's a nigga in the middle.
Like, bro, that nigga.
Yeah,
bro, that was my nigga to the core, where it was like, bro, I remember when the D-Lo shit was going on.
Yeah.
Nigga, Sleepy called my phone, bro. Sleepy called my phone like, nigga, we own you niggas.
Right.
You feel me? Like, we own you niggas. And I'm telling him like, bro, I ain't with this shit, but you my nigga. So whatever it goes to, I'ma go through with you. If you say we finna run into this wall, I'ma look at you and say, bro, you know we might die.
Right.
You feel me?
But I'm with you.
But I'ma go with you because that's what it was at the moment. But when it becomes a thing of we don't have to be doing this, like we don't have to put ourselves in these situations, we don't have to make these decisions, that's for me where it became a thing of like, all right, let me back off a little bit. You know what I mean? I remember Ross said once, like, instead of beefing with your dog, just give him some distance. And I did that, but the distance became permanent.
Right. Got too much mileage in between.
It got too much mileage and too much shit in between friends and other shit between
that's
started
what
happening.
Fuck it up. The people.
Bitches.
The bitch. All them people in between is what fuck it up.
Fuck it up. That's what fucked it up.
But what's always crazy is the equation again. we talking about you when you on your launching pad, right? Your upside is crazy right now, right?
Yeah.
You just now getting out the draft.
Yeah.
And you going up. And it's funny how the double down is gonna happen, and you gonna be like, damn, for real?
Facts.
Like you was
I'm already seeing it.
You was just on that side. I mean,
Bro,
why you
LeBron posted my shit. I instantly heard from 3 cousins I ain't heard from. And I swear, bro. Instantly, bro.
That's crazy.
And one of them I didn't even know was my cousin. I had to call my mom and confirm it.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. You know